Hi friends, in last video we solved three questions of internal question of question 1 of exercise 2.2. So right now we are going for question number 4. It is 4u square plus 8u. So here what is our a, b and c? A means coefficient of u square means 4. B means coefficient of u, that means 8, and c. Now constant term is not given, that means plus 0, so our c becomes 0. Okay, and in this polynomial u is our variable, that's why I'm written here p of u is equals to 4u square plus 8u. Now put 0 in place of p of u because we need to find zeros of polynomial. It means value of u, for that p of u becomes 0, so I put 0 here. Then in this two terms 4u square plus 8u. Now 4 and 8, so HCF of 4 and 8 is 4. And second thing, from u square and u we can take u as common. So now what is the remaining part? 4 is common, that's why cancel, and from u square 1 u is cancelled, so 1 u remaining. Then plus sign is there. 8 means 4 2s are, so 4 common, so 2 is remaining, right? So I written here 2 and u is common, so it is also cancel out. So in second line 0 is equals to 4u in bracket u plus 2. Now third term is not given, means constant term is not given, so no need to go for the middle term splitting. Directly take a common part of both this term. Okay, if three terms is given, then we go for the middle term splitting, but here only two term is there, so we try to solve it directly. Then here two things is there, one is 4u and u plus 2, right? It means that 4u multiply u plus 2. Now in left hand side answer is 0, so my first part is 0, otherwise second part is 0. Okay, so I written here 4u is equals to 0, otherwise second part u plus 2 is equals to 0. Then find out value of u. So 4u is equals to 0, so transfer 4 to the right hand side, so divide by 4, it is also equals to 0. So my first zeros is u is equals to 0. I give alpha name to the first zeros, so alpha is equals to 0. Okay, same method as we used last time. Okay, then second thing, now u plus 2 is equals to 0, so transfer u to the right hand side, so in right hand side minus 2, so u is equals to minus 2. I give name beta to my second zero, so beta is equals to minus 2. Okay, then alpha is equals to 0, beta is equals to minus 2, a is equals to 4, b 8, and c is equals to 0. Then sum of zeros. Sum of zeros means alpha plus beta. Put the value of alpha and beta. Alpha 0 and beta minus 2. Beta is equals to minus 2. So minus sign is there, that's why I use bracket. Okay, then 0 minus 2, it is equals to minus 2. So I written here minus 2. Then skip this step and directly write down minus b by a. Now set your second step, minus sign as it is. Value of b is equals to 8 and value of a is equals to 4. Okay, so in this way you can write all these three steps, and at last we get minus b by a. Okay, then you know that b is equals to coefficient of coefficient of u divided by a is equals to coefficient of u square. Okay, then product of zeros. Product of zeros, that means alpha multiply beta, alpha into beta. Value of alpha is equals to 0, beta minus 2, so 0 multiply minus 2 is equals to 0. Then write down 0 and skip the next step and directly write down c by a and put value of c and a. So c, value of c 0 and value of a in denominator 4. Okay, so we get c by a. C is equals to constant term and in denominator a is equals to coefficient of u square. Sorry, it's my mistake. Here you need to write u square, not x square. Okay. Question number 4. T square minus 15. Now it means that t square, now terms which contain 0 is not given, so in place I am write down 0t and minus 15. Okay, terms which contain 0 is not given, terms which contain t is not given, then in place of we can write 0t, right? Now our value of a, that means coefficient of t square, so a is equals to 1, nothing is given, then 1 is there, 0t. Coefficient of t is our b, so b is equals to 0, and at last constant term minus 15, so c is equals to minus 15. We need to write the value of a, b, c with the sign. Okay, so minus 15 is there, so we need to write with the sign minus 15. Now this is the polynomial of variable t, that's why I am written here p of t is equals to t square minus 15. Okay, here I do not write 0t because it's not necessary. Then p of t, put the value 0 in place of p of t is equals to t square minus 15. So t square minus 15 is equals to 0, that means transfer 15 to the right hand side, so t square is equals to 15. Now for finding out value of t, we need to take square root from both the side, so here t square root of 15, but there is two possibility. While whenever we take a square root, then always there is a two possibility, that means plus or minus under root 15, right? Because square of plus under root 15 is equals to also 15 and square of minus under root 15 is also equals to 15. That's why here two possibilities there, plus or minus under root 15. So t is equals to plus 15, otherwise t is equals to minus 15. This is our value of alpha and this is our value of beta. Then sum of 0, alpha plus beta, plus under root 15 minus under root 15, it becomes 0. So write down 0, then skip the next step and directly write down minus b by a. Put this minus sign as it is. Value of b 0, value of a 1, right? So in this way you can get minus b by a. Then b is your coefficient of t and a is equals to coefficient of t square. Here my mistake is there, in place of x we need to write t and t square. Okay, not x, because in this polynomial variable is x, that's why. Then product of zeros means alpha into beta, value of alpha and beta under root 15 and minus under root 15. So in multiplication, under root 15 multiply under root 15 only 15, and here plus sign is there, here minus sign is there, so plus minus minus 15. Okay, plus minus minus and under root 15 into under root 15 only 15, so minus 15. Then skip the next step and directly write down c by a. Now value of c minus 15, value of a 1. So in this way you can get c by a. Now c means constant term and a means coefficient of t square. Again here mistake is there, not we cannot write x square but t square. Okay, then next question number 6. 3x square minus x minus 4. We can similarly solve this question like 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so first of all compare with the standard form. So you can get your value of a, b, c. Now a means your coefficient of x square, it is equals to 3. Now minus x is given. Okay, so coefficient of x, nothing is given than 1. So minus 1 is your b. And at last common term, constant term, it is minus 4. So our value of c is equals to minus 4. Then p of x, 3x square minus x minus 4. Put value 0 in place of p of x and use the method middle term splitting method. Okay, so multiply first and third term, means coefficient of first and last term. 3 multiply minus 4, it becomes 12. 4 3s are 12, plus minus minus 12. Okay, now we need to find 2 factor of 12, and if we subtract that 2 factor, we need answer 1. Okay, here nothing is given, that means 1. So we need to find that 2 factor which have subtraction is equals to 1. So 4 3s are 4 minus 3 1, and minus sign is here, so we need to give different sign to both this factor. So I give middle term sign, that is minus, to the my big factor. If I give minus sign to 4, then I need to give plus sign to the 3, right? So our first term as it is, that means 3x square. Then we need to write this 2 factor minus 4x plus 3x, and last term again as it is, minus 4. Okay, so this is our second line. Then in third line 0 is equals to, now take common part. So 3 and 4 nothing is common, and from x square and x, 1x is common. Okay, so 1x cancel here, and remaining part is 3 and 1x, so 3x. Then minus sign is there, x is common, so remaining is 4. Okay, then similarly, then write down this bracket 3x minus 4 and look at for the third term. Okay, it is same 3x 3x, so nothing is remaining. If nothing is remaining, then we can write 1 here, and before that plus sign is there, so plus 1. Okay, so that I already written here, x in bracket 3x plus 4 plus 1 in bracket 3x plus 4. Same bracket we need to write here. Okay, then in left hand side 0 is there as it is, and then in this 2 term, one bracket is common, that is 3x minus 4. Okay, so I take this bracket as a common, 3x minus 4. Then remaining part is, so 3x minus 4 is cancelled, right? So remaining part is x plus 1. So I already written in second bracket x plus 1. So 2 bracket we got, 3x minus 4 and x plus 1. So our first bracket is 0, otherwise second bracket is 0. So 3x minus 4 is equals to 0, otherwise x plus 1 is equals to 0. So 3x minus 4 is equals to 0. Then transfer 4 to the right hand side, so plus 4, and transfer 3 to the right hand side, it goes in division, so 4 by 3. This is value of first zeros, that means alpha. Then solve second part, it is x plus 1 is equals to 0, so transfer 1 to the right hand side, so x is equals to minus 1. This is our value of beta, second zeros. So we have the values of a, b and c, and alpha and beta. So write down then, so zeros of polynomial is done. Then verify the relationship between the zeros and coefficient. So 2 formula we need to prove. First is our sum of zeros, right? So sum of zeros, alpha plus beta, value of alpha is equals to 4 by 3 and value of beta is equals to minus 1. Now we need to take LCM, right? So 4, 3 ones are 3 divided by 3. So alternately 4 minus 3, 1 by 3. Okay, so we get 1 by 3 as answer. So here 1 by 3. So write down 1 by 3, skip the next step and directly write down minus b by a. First of all minus sign, then value of b is minus 1 and value of a is 3. Okay, first of all we need to write this sign minus, then we need to write value of b. If it is also have minus sign, then we need to write in bracket. We can write in bracket. Okay, so minus in bracket minus 1 divided by value of a, that means 3. Now b means coefficient of x and a means coefficient of x square, and before that minus sign is there. Okay, so sum of zeros is done. Then product of zeros. Product of zeros, that means multiplication of both the zeros, alpha and beta. So alpha multiply beta. So 4 by 3 multiply minus 1. Now this is here multiplication process is there. So no need to take LCM. Just multiply numerator with numerator. 4 ones are 4. So 4 by 3 and minus 1. Okay, so numerator versus numerator, 4 ones are 4 and denominator same number 3. Then plus minus minus. So minus 4 by 3. Minus 4 by 3. Then skip the next step. Directly write down c by a. Value of c is equals to minus 3 and value of a is 3. So both this step are same. So cut down this step. Then no need to write this step. We can directly get c by a from minus 4 by 3. Okay. Then write down c is our constant term and a is our coefficient of x square. Now first question is done. Second question. In second question even we have internal 6 question. Okay. So first of all read the question number 2. That is, find a quadratic polynomial each with the given number as the sum and product of its zeros respectively. Now what is the meaning of respectively? That means in a sequence. Okay, so our first value is the sum of zeros and second value is product of zeros. First value is sum of zeros and second value is product of zeros. This is apply for all these 6 questions. Okay, so this is sum of 0, that means alpha plus beta. This is product of zeros, that means alpha into beta, multiplication. Then we need to find quadratic polynomial. We already learned one formula for the quadratic polynomial. It is x square minus in bracket alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta. Okay, here only you need to put the value of alpha plus beta and alpha into beta. Rest of the things is as it is. So our first term x square is as it is, minus sign as it is, value of alpha plus beta 1 by 4, again x as it is, and value of alpha into beta minus 1. You can write up to this step even. This is your answer. But if you see any fraction in coefficient of any terms, then go for one more step and take LCM. Okay, here we get one fraction, so we go for our next step and we need to take LCM. We can say that even this is also one answer. Okay, this is even right answer. But if you find fraction, then go for one more step. So LCM. This 4 multiply with the x square, that means 4x square. Then here minus 1x. I am not writing 1 here. Okay, only minus x. Then again 4 with 4 multiply minus 1, it is minus 4. And I am writing here denominator separately. That means outside of this bracket as a 1 by 4. We can also write like this. Okay. So this is our answer. 1 by 4 in bracket 4x square minus x minus 4. One more step you can also write like this: k 4x square minus x minus 4, and where k is equals to 1 by 4 means constant. 1 by 4 is constant, so in place we can give one more constant k. Okay, so we also can write this step. We can also write this step. Okay. Second question, again first value is our alpha plus beta, second value is our alpha into beta. So under root alpha plus beta is equals to under root 2 alpha into beta 1 by 3. So again same formula, quadratic polynomial p of x is equals to x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta. Now put the value of alpha plus beta, it is minus under root 2 alpha into beta, it is 1 upon 3. Okay. Then again we get one fraction in constant term. So take LCM, and I am writing this denominator separately. So 1 by 3. Then LCM, that means 3 into x square, 3x square. In second step 3 into under root 2. So minus 3 under root 2x with the sign and plus 1. Okay. Then third question. So this is easy questions. In third question, alpha plus beta first value is equals to 0. Second value alpha into beta is equals to under root 5. Again same formula. Okay. Then your x square is continue. X square is as it is. Alpha plus beta is equals to 0. Alpha into beta is equals to under root 5. Okay. Then no need to write this, means 0x, it is 0 only. So it means that we can write x square plus under root 5. This step is cancelled out. Okay. Fourth question, first value sum of zeros alpha plus beta is equals to 1. Second value alpha into beta is equals to 1. Very easy question. So put the value of alpha plus beta, that means 1, and alpha into beta 1. So this is our answer, x square minus 1x plus 1. Last question. Sorry, question number 5th. Alpha plus beta is equals to minus 1 by 4. Alpha into beta plus 1 by 4. Okay. So again same formula. Put the value of alpha plus beta. Now take care for one thing. That is first of all x square, then minus sign. It is our formula. Okay. Minus sign. Then again alpha plus beta is equals to minus 1 by 4. So we need to write in bracket. Okay. This sign we get from the formula, and if our value of alpha plus beta is also negative, then we need to write in bracket. Okay. Many students forget to write minus sign here. And then plus alpha into beta, value 1 by 4. So here minus minus, it becomes plus. That means x square plus 1 by 4x plus 1 by 4. Now two fractions we get in coefficient. So take LCM, that means 4x square. Here plus x as it is and plus 1 as it is. Okay, because already 4 is there in denominator of both this term. And divide by 4, I am writing separately. So 1 by 4, 4x square plus 1x plus 1. This is our final answer. Okay. Then last question, question number 6. Here our first value, it is alpha plus beta is equals to 4. Second value, alpha into beta is equals to 1. Again we use same formula here. X square as it is, alpha plus beta 4 and alpha into beta 1. So this is our final answer. Okay. Students, if you have any doubt, then write down in comment section. I will give you answer in my next video. Okay.